Guys, Bitcoin had another huge drop yesterday, and today, guys, I am going to talk about the next major move because you are seeing the whales take extreme action right now. I need to talk about what is about to happen. You're seeing some very strange things in the market, so I need to explain what I see happening next so that you are prepared for the next major crypto move. I will also, of course, give you an update on my trades. I will give you an update on everything you need to know in the crypto space right now. So welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So guys, today we need to talk about what happened yesterday. So as you know, in my video yesterday, I was talking about how I saw a big move by the whales in the next 24 to 48 hours in this video right here. Now, it took not even 12 hours after that video, and you saw us drop from $28,300 down to a low of $27,100. Now, the reason why I was expecting this move is because there wasn't really a big fundamental reason why the Bitcoin price was crashing this much. Apart from, we know that there are corrections, but the corrections are caused by something. The corrections are caused, if there's no bad news, the corrections are caused by whales trying to liquidate long players. Or if you're seeing a pump, there's also the possibility of whales trying to liquidate short people. So they're trying to move the market back and forth and make money on those moves. Now, in yesterday's video, I was talking about how the traditional markets weren't seeing a big drop. The traditional markets were actually holding up pretty well, although you can see that we have a little bit of a trend line right here. But on the daily time frame for traditional markets, we actually had a rally towards the end of yesterday, and we are now also above this orange line at 4,150. So this massive drop in crypto was not due to traditional markets, although this drop, of course, helped accelerate the downwards move, but there was some other reason why we saw a big drop for crypto. And of course, it comes down to whales trying to influence the market. And before I talk about where I see Bitcoin bottoming out and what my next moves are going to be, let us talk a bit about this. So this is the Bitcoin exchange whale ratio. Basically, it shows us the activity of the deposits to exchanges, how much of the deposits are coming from whales. And what you can see here is that during the last few days, you have seen whales actually have increased deposits to the crypto exchanges. And you can see that from this point, this is where we started to go down from $30,400, and we saw continuation, a very clear downtrend from this point. And usually when you see whale activity, it doesn't always have to mean that we're gonna go down. Sometimes you even have pumps because, whales can also use their funds to pump the market. But in more cases than not, when you see massive whale activity to exchanges, it tends to lead into lower prices for Bitcoin. So this is something I'm going to keep you updated on. The next time we see a massive influx of whales depositing to exchanges, this is something I'm going to bring up. However, I already talked about how we were seeing whales transfer a lot of Bitcoin to exchanges, but also in particular, you saw very old whales wake up. So you saw dormant whales who had not moved their Bitcoin for over 10 years. Some of the earliest people in crypto were actually waking up and transferring Bitcoin around and having activity. So this also, of course, spooked the market, and the whales were taking action here. So why were the old money starting to actually move their Bitcoin and starting to sell their Bitcoin? Well, this is yet to be seen. Maybe they know something we do not know. But as you know, yesterday, this was making me very concerned because you were seeing not only old whales, but also massive whales. This one, 6,000 Bitcoin almost, $162 million transferred to Binance. You were seeing multiple of these ones. So this gave us the indication that whales were about to make that big move. And so we saw it right here down to $27,200. Now, this is also why I wanted to hedge my positions I had running on the bots, and I will show my bots soon. Yeah, it's not a good look, guys, for the bots. However, of course, as you know, I did enter those hedge trades. I will talk about that a little bit later. First, I want to talk about the $500 million that were wrecked yesterday. $500 million worth of longs were wrecked not yesterday, but the last 3 days. So it's easy to tell that the whales were actually very, very successful in causing this cascade of liquidations. $500 million worth of longs evaporated here, and the whales were making a lot of profit on these moves. The question is now, of course, what is the next major move going to be, and where can we find a support? Because this looks like it wants to continue to the downside. We go down, and this is, as you know, a pattern I usually talk about, how you have a big move down, you have a big move down, you have consolidation, continuation, big move down, consolidation, big move down, consolidation, move down, consolidation, move down, and we are now seeing consolidation. So the question is, of course, are we going to see another big move down here? Well, it is the weekend. It is the whales playing the market right now, low liquidity, so we shouldn't rule out a move down to lower prices. This is, of course, something we know about. This is something we have been expecting in terms of every bullish cycle have very big corrections. And what we're seeing right now in terms of a correction on the daily time frame, let's look at it. This is so far 11%, which is, it's a lot. It is a lot, but it's nowhere close to what we usually see in bull markets. You can see here 17% in 2000. This was the bull market of 2020, 21. Minus 15% right here, minus 10%, minus 31%, minus 26, minus 17. So even in a raging bull market, you see the whales playing these games and you see these corrections. And also, if you look at the previous cycles, 19, 12, 11, 26, 18, 30, and finally the cycle before that, you have 40, 34, 34, 38, 40, and 29. So this is why I've been telling you, like, be prepared for massive drawdowns even in bull markets, and it just gives us the opportunity to accumulate at a lower price. This is what I've been saying, and now we have started to see some of those moves down, but make no mistake, we're gonna have bigger corrections than these in the bull market, which we need to be prepared for. So in terms of where we are at right now, let's first go back to the 4-hourly time frame. And just like I showed you yesterday, on the 4-hourly time frame, we are very oversold already. You can see that we are very rarely at this RSI level on the 4-hourly time frame. Now on the daily, weekly, of course, it's different, but on the 4-hourly time frame, this tells me that this move down is overextended. Usually we do see more bounces, we do see bounces within a downtrend, but now we have seen very few bounces and we've just been going down at a very aggressive pace. And you can see this blue line here. So this is a level in which we don't usually see. You can see we were here in March, and you can see that that was actually the $20,000 where we entered that trade, which eventually yielded $16,000 in profit. We were below this teal level. You can see that right here we were below it as well, which was coinciding with the bottom right here. After this, we saw a pump to from 21 to 25. Let's continue. You can see that we were down below it right here. This was the ultimate bottom, which was at $16,000. So yeah, I mean, every single time, usually we come down to these very low levels, you do see a bounce. But of course, it doesn't have to mean that we're going to see it right now. We can still go down. It just means that this is already very overextended, but we can still have another big drop. And in that case, well, big drop, let me rephrase that. We can have another drop. I don't think it's necessarily going to be super big, but where are we going to potentially find support? Should we come down here, and what should we do with our, let's say, trading strategies with the bots and everything? I will update you on that. But first, let's look at some logical points of reversal. So, of course, we have the $26,000, $26,400 level right here, my bold orange line. So this is going to be a big one. And this is actually reinforced by a couple of different things. So if I flip on the moving averages on the daily time frame, so let me do this. You can see that we also have the 50-day moving average, which is this orange line right here, right at, or very close to the orange line right here. Now, this is on the daily time frame. So we're going to hit this first. Should we have another pullback, we're going to hit this one at about 26,943 and then slightly below that, about $500 below it, you do have this bold orange line at $26,400. So that is a logical point of a reversal should we have another pullback. The bulls are going to try to defend this area very, very well. Now, if I go to the weekly time frame, you also have, this is actually, I think, the 200 week moving average. Let me see here. Yeah, that's the 200 week moving average, this green one. This is currently at the $25,800. So you can see how this general area between 26,500 is a key point for Bitcoin. There's a lot of different indicators, moving averages and such, apart from, of course, my orange line that is going to support Bitcoin. So I find it very unlikely that we're gonna crash below that level before we see a big bounce. So what am I saying? Well, at the very least, I do think you're gonna have a significant, bounce from this area, but then we could start to reverse to the downside. Of course, I'm not ruling out. Just like I said, we can have bigger corrections in a bull market even. So, but at the very least, I do think we're going to have a significant bounce from this level because we haven't seen it so far, and we are due for a some kind of bounce at least. So we are going to be on the lookout for that. Apart from that level, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to accumulate the position here at 26,400. Should we come down lower? Remember, I think that we are in a bull market and we are getting closer to my level here inside of the teal box. And inside of this box, I'm going to aggressively buy every single dip, and I'm actually starting right now as well. So should we have more downside, I have these levels here at 24,400 orange box. So I will basically build a position of this orange line right here, 25,200 at 24,800, and then the big one, $24,400. Should this one fail us, and I'm just talking about worst case scenario here, guys, should this level fail us, we do have 22,500, which I'm gonna accumulate even more at, and then we have 20, and then we have, of course, 16. So out of all of these orange boxes, should we come down, and I don't think it's likely that we're going to come down to 16 again or even 20 again, but should we come down to these levels, I am going to aggressively buy and accumulate more Bitcoin at those levels. And I will take you through my trades once that, and if that happens, I will keep you updated as always. So make sure to subscribe and activate the bell. Now, also, another reminder is that the Lux algo yet has not flipped bearish yet. So after giving us the buy signal down here at $17,000, as you know, I've already talked about why I was disregarding this sell signal here, because this was right inside of the orange box. And in fact, not only did I disregard this, I added a massive long position inside of the orange box here. So disregard this one, but buy signal down here at $17,000, and it's yet to give us a sell signal on the Lux algo. So I will keep you updated on the Lux algo. As always, guys, I think we might be getting closer to a sell signal, but it's yet to give us that. So I will keep you updated as always. And a reminder, guys, a lot of people have lost a lot of money on this pullback. This pullback was brutal also for altcoins, so losing 7 figures. And now I want to warn sensitive people, because this is brutal. Look at this, guys. My bots, my trading strategies, but you know I have a long-term strategy here, so I will talk about this, but look, minus $900, minus $6,000, minus 4,500, minus 4,000, minus 4,600, minus 4,400. Absolutely brutal for the eyes here. And as always, I'm showing you when things are going well. I'm taking you through my entire journey. I'm showing you when things are going bad as well. However, just like I said in yesterday's video, if you watched my video yesterday, I was telling you that I was actually anticipating a big move down from the whales. It could have gone either way. It could have been a big pump, but more likely due to the structure of the market to have a big drop. And that is why in my video yesterday, I actually opened a short hedge here. So when you saw that brutal pullback, it would actually equalize out a little bit on my positions. So my Bitcoin position right here and Ethereum position to hedge these positions, and they're not entirely equalizing out the losses, because this is like, let's say $20,000 in profit on these short hedges, and this is more than $20,000. But remember what I've always been saying, this is part of a long-term strategy. The lower we go, the bigger the opportunity for making gains in Bitcoin. So imagine a couple of days ago when Bitcoin was at $30,000. Would you have loved to be able to buy Bitcoin at 27? The answer is probably yes. If Bitcoin continues to trend down, well, we are right now at $27,000. Would you love the opportunity to buy at 24? Would you love the opportunity to buy at 22, at 19, even maybe 16? Of course, you would love that opportunity because you know that once we start to go up, you will make 3, 4, 500% on the trades if you manage to dollar cost average and get a very low average price. And this is what I am doing, guys. And on Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna convert these positions unless we see a big pump and these positions, they start to trade again, because now they are kind of stuck because it's very far from the take profit prices on these bots. And they have filled a lot of orders, so they're not gonna fill a lot of more orders here. So if these bots are stuck on Monday, Tuesday, I will convert these ones to leverage positions, and I will show you how I'm gonna do that. And also, I'm gonna close these shorts as well. So all in all, I've lost a couple of $1,000s, but the price is at $27,000 instead of $31,000, which gives us more upside potential once things starts to actually turn around. So not entirely bad, although this is looking brutal, of course, but not entirely bad. Look at this, minus 106%. But this is part of my overall strategy, so I'm still sticking to it, and I will continue to do that for the entirety of this bull run. And then we will see, guys. We will see at the end here if I was able to make a lot of money during the bull market or if I got wrecked. Of course, apart from this strategy, I'm also going to take stabs at, just like I told you, different levels here in which I am going to make separate trades. I will show you everything on my channel. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.